Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac. I am going to play Cain today for the, extra damage and lucky foot for the good pills and good gambling. Sorry, good or neutral pills, of course. But I want to start off by saying that today for me, 4 days ago for you if you're watching this as, the day it comes out, I learned that YouTube finally made it so the playlists don't have a 200, I don't know if that's special, I probably should have waited. Anyway, they don't have a 200 video limit, so I removed the Binding of Isaac V2 playlist and just merged it with the original The Binding of Isaac playlist that has everything in it after I got Platinum God on the other save. So that's that, and the reason I learned that was because of Phedran, P-H-E-D-R-A-N. She's a nice lady, you should check her out. I like her a lot. She told me and I was like, oh my god, my mind is blown. And so that was the case. So, in case you were confused, I'm in a bad place here. In case you were confused as to where that playlist went, is because I merged it with the other one, because I don't need that one anymore. Because it's pointless. So, if that was confusing you, and you didn't get your answer soon enough or something like that, the best place to find out things like that is on my Twitter. That's where I update things and all that good stuff. So, that is that. That is why that playlist is gone, and the other playlist is now huge. Just thought you might want to know. And, yeah, that's about that. So we can't have bad pills, but we can still have things like telepills. I may as well just finish off the floor, see what we get from this. Chemical Peel makes it so that every other tier we fire... Sorry, with Cain, it's a 50% chance that we fire a tier that has +2 damage. But with other characters, it's every other tier, because it's normally the tiers from one side of your face. But with Cain, of course, you only fire from one eye, so that doesn't work, and it isn't every other tier for whatever reason, it's 50% chance. That's just how it is, and I'm gonna allow it. So now that I can actually talk about the game, I'm probably gonna take less damage, just gonna throw that out there. And Cain's Eye, as a trinket, makes it so that we have a 25% chance when we enter the floor to get a compass effect for the entire floor. So, usually it's pretty worthless, but right now it worked out. Box gave us one of each type of pickup, which is pretty nice since we, happened to get a, all that good stuff. We got a soul heart from it, though, which is pretty important. And Little Gish is a fantastic find. If Chemical Peel wasn't special, Little Gish is. But I'm going under the assumption that I made the foolish decision of taking a special item in Chemical Peel, even though I don't know if I did and I don't really care. I'm just working under that assumption. So we almost have enough money to go to the shop, which is a pretty interesting thing to know, because it's pretty early in the run. And yeah, I'm not beelining for the boss. It's not a huge concern of mine. Secret room so far, possible that it's under the shop. I didn't check when I spawned into the floor if it was there, but it is, and I'm not going to play that. But anyway, when you spawn into the floor, you can see if the secret room is next to you. Wow, that was an incredible streak of larger damage tiers from the Chemical Peel. Like, that's actually pretty wild. But Cain does have a 1.2 damage multiplier, so he gets a lot of extra damage from things. 2 damage is a lot for him. I'm not sure. Chemical Peel totally goes through the formula, I think. We're taking that chance. It's health up. That's pretty nice. I didn't mean to walk out before that bomb went off, but that does make it so that it has an increased blast radius, so that's fine. It's not a big deal. We now have enough money to go to the shop, and we have plenty of keys, so I will do that now, rather than backtrack later. I don't know why. It's early enough that I'm willing to buy the ladder. I'm not, like, super happy about it, but since it is on the basement 2, before there have been any gaps for me to miss, I'll buy it. That's my general philosophy with it. And then I'll immediately forget about it next floor, but that's a different story. So let's head to the boss now, finally. I'd hope to be able to get another soul heart so that I can go to the curse room without worrying about losing any red hearts on the future floors, because of not having any soul hearts, because, it is nice to be able to have that guaranteed double room. But having a health up pill in the rotation is good. We know that we've got that option. Sadly, we're getting a cube of meat here, where I would love to be getting things like health ups, damage ups, tears ups. But at least we got the health up pill, so the devil room that we're guaranteed to get at the moment is not that lost on us, because having only 2 health is a bit of a disadvantage. but having 3 is pretty alright. You know, that's workable. So, Cube of Meat orbits around us, blocking tears and damaging any enemy that it comes into contact with for 7 damage per hit. I'm not at all interested in taking that for 2 of my health, or, of course, the Monster Manual for 1 of my health. That's not worth it at all. I am just going to get to the Curse Room, see what happens in there. We do have the Empress card, by the way. That's damage up and speed up for a room. Guppy's Tail. Alright, you know, it'll be interesting. We'll get more chests and golden chests and less of everything else. Of course that sucks because that means that we are going to have, you know, a handful of problems involving keys, most likely. But it's fun. It's a third of the way to becoming Guppy. But we did just pass up a Deal with the Devil without taking anything, and without having taken anything this run, since it was the first one, of course. So we are able to get Angel Rooms now, and that could mean that we're not going to become Guppy. And I mean, I'm not expecting to become Guppy, but at the same time, if something, you know, fantastic happens, I will do it. In a heartbeat. A heart blink, you know what I mean? That's what started to come out of my face. And then I was like, face, what are you talking about? And just everything went wrong all at once. But the ladder, of course, allows us to access many things that we would not be able to easily access or access without a bomb. Otherwise, it would take something like Flight or a Hanged Man card for temporary flight. You know, things like that. Or maybe a magnet. You know, things I don't really want. So we didn't get the compass this floor. What a surprise. 25% chance is just so large that it's shocking not to get one. This is worth our Empress card, because if we can avoid damage here and get another Deal with the Devil, that's fantastic. We're guaranteed a Devil Room item from this fight, because that's what the Fallen drops for you. So, it'd be cool if we could get, like, you know, Guppy item here, Guppy item in the Devil Room that we hopefully get. Or just get the Book of Sin, which is pretty sucky. But, you know, every handful of rooms we can get a drop from it. So that's something, I guess. But, you know, that was worth our card, even if we didn't end up getting the Devil Room. Maximizing that Devil Room chance was pretty worthwhile in that situation, because it would be that much more likely to become Guppy. Not that it's any more likely to still be a Devil Room here, as opposed to on the next floor or anything. It's just as likely to be an Angel Room as not at this point. Can't do that, I only have 1 key. Oh, yeah, I was pretty screwed there because I wasn't in a corner where I could use the ladder for an effective type of thing. Yeah, I'll do it. Darn. So I know where the secret room is now. That's, you know, not bad. I'll check it later, and I'm also going to worry about the hearts later because I should be fine. If I'm not, well, such is life sometimes. But it is the caves, it's not catacombs, it's much easier, we don't have a lot of jerks of enemies to deal with. All should be well. So as you can see, Guppy's tail is doing its thing quite, you know, effectively. Getting chests, not getting other things. 2 of diamonds, not quite what I was hoping for. But once I go to the... Yeah, I don't want to use 2 bombs as opposed to 1 key at the moment. Holy Water would turn 1 familiar into Brother Bobby, and in that case that would be Little Gish, so that'd be garbage. I would hate to do that. But, yeah, I don't like respawn items, so I don't take them. I just skip it. Oops, I was missing. Yeah, so I don't want that, and it's a bad item as is. It doesn't have a good effect or anything like that, so I'd just skip it, because it's worse to have than not to. So here we are, Book of Sin being our spacebar item. But we do have, you know, a nice, sometimes 2 damage up, and we have a Little Gish, so that's pretty nice stuff. I'm going to take the Child's Heart over the Cain's Eye. I should have done that immediately, but whatever. Because, of course, Cain's Eye can't benefit you until you leave or enter a floor, whichever way you want to look at it. Okay, so I do want to go in here just to see if that was a fortune teller. It's not, but of course, if it were a fortune teller, I would be able to win that every time, pretty much. There's like a 1% chance of losing, but you can't get a fortune as Cain, so you basically can't lose. It's a 1 in 100 chance each time that you lose, which is, you know, pretty low. I've done it very few times. So Child's Heart increases the rate of heart drops of a non-specific variety. So, you know, that's nice so that I can keep my health up. potentially get some nice soul hearts from it, because they're just as likely as ever that way. I took that heart and not the other one because I was trying to not waste any, because the other one was a full heart and I wasn't missing a full heart. So that was pretty not worth it. And, you know, I'm ideally not taking any damage, so it's not important if I skip a heart, hopefully. Bombs are key. Okay, that's not bad. Honestly, I don't mind it. That could get me to the shop, but the shop has a 50% chance to be greed, because I have this 2 of diamonds card. Wow, that was quite a shot. To double my money, which means I'd have 16 cents, which is enough to go to the shop. But unless I get another key, I don't really want to do that at the moment. Now I'm okay with it, kind of. Except that I'd rather, you know, deal with the boss first or take damage first, because greed's a place where I, you know, wouldn't say I infrequently take damage, but, you know, I certainly am more likely to take damage against greed than most things that I'm going to run into between then and the boss. So of course the longer I keep this 2 of diamonds card, the more useful it is. So I've done that. And you know, well, there's all of my Devil Room chance pretty much gone. I have a 1% chance and I'm still on a 0.5 multiplier. I don't know if the multiplier does or doesn't apply to the 1% chance. I don't have a reason to believe it wouldn't, but I also, you know, haven't really read the code very extensively for that. I just know that that's a thing. So we might have a 0.5% chance to get a Devil or Angel Room right now, which is not too promising, I might add. So we get a health up. That's fine. I'm a little sad that it went down the way it did, but such is life, like I said. So now I can use, well, I don't actually need to use the 2 of diamonds yet. I don't need to use it until I walk in and see something I want, which yeah, I've done that. I've seen 2 things that I want. And I don't want the Book of Revelations because I just don't want it. I don't want to fight horsemen, and I don't think it's an entertaining item to play with, especially. So, you know, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth like, oh, you'd hate to watch this, trust me. But I'm saying that I don't like playing with it. It's too much of an advantage in a boring way. So I avoid it. And that is my philosophy on that item. So these bee-lickers are jerks, as usual. Yeah, alright, we're gonna be fine. Just a second. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna find the item room. And we are going to, well, get a good item, maybe? That would be the best thing that could happen. Okay, just don't shoot me with your tears. I would not appreciate that. Alright, need this. Another key. Phenomenal. And get... There's the item room. Every time I find a key, though, that's really awesome. I like that a lot. Harlequin Baby is one of the familiars that I think is worth taking. It's good damage. Yeah. It's good damage, but it doesn't cause Isaac and Blue Baby to shoot more often if you space yourself properly, which, like, you can't really do with normal familiars because they shoot straight. It's hard to position them because they just kind of drift towards you, and, you know, it's just not going to work that way. But Harlequin Baby shooting in a V allows that to work out. So if you want to hit with it, you can, but if you don't, it's very easy to avoid. Little Gish is okay shooting at them because it slows them, which is, you know, the best familiar in the game, in my opinion. So, you know, that is pre-strats, I would say. Alright, fine. Just take some bad damage. Yeah, you know, I'll do it. God, get out of my face there. Tons of money, a couple bombs. Haven't been to the secret room, so I'll go to first check the most likely location. And it's only 3 cents, but I only used 1 bomb, so at least there is that. It's not like the end of the world, like, oh my god, I used 3 bombs to get 3 cents. No, it's okay. It was the most likely location, and it turned out to be right, which is all that matters. So we're ready to go to the Depths 1. Hopefully not Necropolis 1, but, you know, it always is. Like I said, it always is. It's not actually always, but may as well be at this point. Darn it. So that's 0.99 of my Devil Room chance. If I avoid red heart damage on the boss, I'll still have, 36%. And of course, perfect timing, I get my soul heart. So that sucked pretty much. There was no reason I needed to take damage there. Wow, calm down, bee-lickers. Never play chicken with bee-lickers, they always win. Alright, no drop, that's annoying. I'd rather see a chest, or a golden chest even. Like, I'd rather see a golden chest than nothing. Because that means there's at least potential for good there. Of course, the shop is something that I'm interested in checking out. Although it is pretty likely to be greed. Not that I know the state of the secret room, which has a 33% chance to be greed, and I also haven't finished the floor to see if there is a mini-boss elsewhere. But I will wait until the very end of the floor to open up the shop if I know it's not greed. If I don't know if it's greed, then I'm not doing it. But I do have one extra key for this floor, even if that is something I'm interested in. So, just in case. So, yeah, this room's fine, and this red chest could be nice. Okay, we're fine. Don't get hit by that, thank you. I really appreciate that. Red chest could be good, could be bad. It was bad. It wasn't, like, painful or anything, but it wasn't, it was not the goods. Alright, that's nice, though. Necropolis won, so I'm fine to fight the boss. Alright. Sadly, it's war. That, pretty much is garbage. I hate that. I don't want to get 2 cubes of meat in a run. I only want 1. And as long as I can get a pretty fly, I don't even want 1. Because, no orbital is better than another. Well, okay. Depending on what you're looking for. The only worse orbital for blocking tears is Sacrificial Dagger, because it doesn't. But the rest of them, the only way any of them are better is the amount of damage that they, do, which is either Guardian Angel and Cube Meat do 7, and Pretty Flies damage flies only. So, I guess you could look at Guardian Angel as speeding up orbital movement, which, that's true. I am going to take Brimstone. Certainly. Love that. And then we have an extra key again, so that's always good. Yeah, I'll use Bomb. Lovers, by the way, is 2 red hearts, full red hearts for us. Range up, that's pretty worthless. So that's literally worthless, actually. That kind of sucks. But let's head to the item room and see what we can find. So I'm going to be using a glitch called Brim Snapping. It was named after me, not by me. I didn't find it, but as far as those who named it are concerned, I may as well have, I guess. But you just repeatedly tap the fire button, and that allows you to hit extra times. Normally you hit 2 times, you can hit up to 5 times when using the glitch. So basically that means you can do up to 2.5 times as much damage. But it's pretty hard to get 5. 3 is average, and 4 is occasional. 5's pretty rare. It's difficult. Alright, not interested in that. Haven't been to the secret room. I have a pretty good idea where it is, though. So I'm not too concerned about finding it before checking the shop or not checking the shop. Alright, that's good. I was pretty confident that thing wouldn't get to me. Anyway. Don't want the bomb bag. Makes the relic drop less frequently. 2 equally likely locations. I don't like that, but I do have 3 bombs, so that's fine. Alright then, that's acceptable. Means it should be over here, and if greed is in it, then I will just leave and go to the shop. If not, I will just leave the floor. Alright, sweet. Shop is available, and the next shop is also available because greed can't show up 2 floors in a row unless the second is an XL floor. Compass shows us the location of the icon rooms without showing us how to get to them. And I'll take the bomb because I don't have a ton of bombs and I have a ton of money. So that's all good. We are in good shape. Second cube of meat still blocks tears and does contact damage, but it also shoots along with us, so it's another familiar basically. I'm not like enthused about it, but I still take it because it's not that big of a disadvantage. The only way it's really a big disadvantage is that I didn't get another boss item instead, which would have been like infinitely more valuable to me. but that is my opinion. Oh, alright, we're good. Sweet. And since I know where the item room is, I'm going right to it, for convenience sake. PhD is not that great as Cain, but it is somewhat useful. Or, well, when you have the lucky foot, but in this case, well, it's always something that you're comparing to as Cain. But when you have the lucky foot, it's is the same comparison, basically. Anyway, it still identifies pills for you. It still makes it so that telepills can't show up at all, if you haven't gotten it already. And it makes it so that you always get one more coin, sorry, on blood donation machines and IV bags. So minimum of 2 coins, maximum of 3. It's better. For that reason, oh, please work. Thank you. But it's not the upgrade you're looking for. It's also still 2 red hearts of recovery. It's just that I don't happen to have that kind of health right now. So it's, you know, not useful for that, really. Okay, so shop's not greed. We already know that, meaning that I do need to save this key at the moment. I would make a brief trip to that arcade for a fortune teller, but otherwise I'm going to ignore it completely. Health up is pretty freaking sweet. Alright, oh god, it almost blew up. Key is also amazing. Alright, no fortune teller, but I get my cent back, so the game's like, yeah, you know, you're alright. And I'm going to start saving my keys now, since I don't have a lot of them. But the more I get, the better. Have used my ladder effectively. Oh, that sucks. It's my fault, too. Wow, I'm good. It's okay, though. Taking damage on this floor is actually pretty good, because this means that I don't have to deal with the devil room showing up and me not being able to go to it. Meaning that I'm actually able to get the one on the next floor with a higher likelihood. So that's not that I took damage intentionally, but it's good that I did. Alright, so that's a coin purse. That can't be bad for us. Bombs are key, I'll do it. Health up, I'm into that. PhD is going to have to do its thing for both of these. Tears up, faster charge for Brimstone, that's good. Range up, useless. Yeah, I'll buy everything. Wheel of Fortune, okay, that's potentially useful for one thing, basically. I'm not going to worry about the boss challenge room, I'm just going to take these things and go. Use the levers so that I can not worry about my life, basically. And that Tinted Rock is indeed free for me. Counting on the fact that I don't take any damage on this fight. So, you know, that could or could not happen. I aim to make no promises, but I hope that I can manage to not take any damage. Alright, good. We've got our familiars doing work here. And we've got enemies that aren't really tracking us down. So we're in good shape. Alright, sweet. That's a shot speed up, but that doesn't detriment us with Brimstone. It just gives us a tarot card, basically. And I'd rather have Death than the Wheel of Fortune card. So, you know, that was an advantage to take. And we got the game freeze. That is fine. I'm going to drink some water. And in seeing Curse of Labyrinth, I'm going to be a little bit upset. Because, I mean, you see where the boss is, but it's pretty difficult to navigate. Curse of Labyrinth, 2 floors, 2 bosses, like, it's 2 floors in one. 2 bosses in a row. It's less of a bad thing at this point in the game than earlier, but what does suck is we lose that last Devil Room chance, basically, because the Devil Room literally can't be worth my while here. It's just a trapdoor to Sheol. So there is that is just kind of weighing down on us. Okay, I want to kill you, and then I want to do this. And as you can see, it's a lot tougher to get to the boss than you'd like it to be. No, I need to save these for the chest, assuming I make it there. But yeah, pretty much sucks. Okay, yeah, I've got 6 cents, I can do it. I can try. He's almost guaranteed to pay out within the 6 cents. Not completely, but almost. And actually that half heart's pretty big, surprisingly. Or not surprisingly, maybe. But that allows us to get Polaroid invincibility if we get hit a bunch, so we have at least a little bit to fall back on. Stuff's not too bad. Sadly, we're still rolling with the Book of Sin, which is like my least favorite thing to be rolling with at the moment. But we're alright. Everything's not going badly yet. No drop, alright. Want to avoid that hard if at all possible, since, you know, that would lose me my Polaroid invincibility and thus be bad. But we do know where the boss room is now, unless literally something impossible happens, because it has to be next to that room. Oh yeah, 1 cent, get hype. Normally, of course, at that stage I would have blown up that beggar to increase my double room chance for the floor, but it was pointless because this double room is worthless to me. Okay, so we didn't fight death, which is really all I wanted, because a 3rd level cube of meat is actively bad, especially when you have an orbital. So what's about taking that is that it ruins my Polaroid invincibility due to being half of a heart of recovery, but it is a health up, and I do kind of need that. Oh, that's sadly Monstro, so I just kind of wasted that bomb. I don't have a ton of bombs, so I don't want to be overusing them when I don't really need to. I mean, I don't need to at all with Brimstone here, but I'm still doing it. Wow, the heart ran away at that time really quickly. Alright, repeated bombs now, so I'm going to stop using bombs, which is good. I should have stopped a while ago. And, yeah, that's about that. Fight's over. See, just a trapdoor. And sadly, I can't use that half red heart, so let's just get to the Cathedral and see what happens. I like this so far. I mean, this is a promising direction. We should get a soul heart for this room, which is also awesome. Alright, they're gonna die very shortly. Oh, I thought they'd both die there. That was what I was hoping for. Range up, fantastic. Another reason I normally skip stem cells is because it's also a shot speed up, which with, you know, with tier effects where shot speed is a factor, that's pretty much always bad. It's fine in this situation because it literally can't matter to me. Hopefully after this fight, we're left with enough health. I mean, hopefully we take no damage, but if we take damage, and enough damage, I'd like to just lose 1 red heart. Ah, that was my fault too. Dang it. So that I can get that half heart and have Polaroid invincibility waiting for me again. See how that goes. Alright. Oh gosh, excuse me. But dodging's going alright. Charge rate is pretty sweet right now. Damage isn't bad. Like I said, I believe that with Cain, it's still probably a 50% chance for Chemical Peel to activate with Brimstone, but I think that in general it might be every other shot the same way it is with, you know, non-Cain character. So, yeah, I think that that's how it works, but then again, with Cain, maybe you do just get the every other shot with Brimstone. I'm not sure at all. Okay, Isaac died. Looks like we're going to take exactly the amount of damage I wanted to if I had to take, you know, too much damage. If I had to lose all my soul hearts, that was the amount to take. Which I did. Alright, so I get some 5 bombs there. Get the Sacrificial Dagger. Get the Spelunker Hat, which doesn't really help me very much. And I get the Game Kid. Which, you know, probably not too pleasing, actually, because I need to be able to get 4 kills at a time with it if I want it to be good. Because every 2 kills, it heals you for half of a red heart, which means that if I only get 2 kills or 3 kills, it ruins my Polaroid invincibility. But it is a 6-room charge for invincibility and contact damage for a little bit over like 4 seconds. It's slightly longer than with My Little Unicorn or Chariot Card or whatever, you know. So of course the boss won't be this simple to get to. can't expect it to be. But we're making do. Nothing's going badly yet. So Gluttony can't drop heart for us because we've gotten health up. Pill, I'm only killing it last for health. Just for like potential soul hearts and red heart drops for recovery. Now, what would be the nicest thing to be able to do would be killing Lust last. That's difficult to pull off, but it would be incredibly useful for the Blue Baby fight with my current item, my spacebar item, that is. Okay, dang it. See, that's what Lust is just fragile compared to other ones, it seems. Because I don't think I did that much damage to it. But we get another shot. Must have been my familiars doing all that work. But Wrath has a lot of health. So this time I'm actively making sure that my familiars don't shoot even in the direction of Lust, and that actually worked out pretty well. Although I think that that room just went out better than the other one did. So we get a pill. PhD will tell me what it is, and hopefully it's good, or it's another range up, which is useless, of course, but that's okay. Could there possibly be anything I care about? I don't care if there could possibly be anything I care about in there. I really don't. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter when I use the, actually, I guess it would be better to use now. Although, I still could get the healing here, just from the, yep. Got it just from killing the flies. So, it was just as bad there, but I did get to use the Sacrificial Dagger. Again, not blocking tears, but doing 15 damage per hit is quite useful. So, using it with complete impunity is nice, because you can just stack tons and tons of damage for it. Alright, so we're on the last phase of Blue Baby. Got 3 health left. Make that 2. And, well, we're hoping for the best right now, because this is certainly falling apart at the moment. Oh my god. And then I died. That sucks. I didn't use the death card, but, like, that actually would have helped. Might not have saved me, but it would have helped for sure. That's a surprising loss to me, honestly, but, you know, not playing to win, that's fine. I hope you enjoyed the episode, though. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.